3,200 years ago, every great civilization on Earth collapsed. At the same time, Egypt, Greece, the Hittites, gone. Not over centuries, not gradually, within 50 years. No one could explain it, until scientists drilled into ancient ice in Greenland and found the answer buried 3 kilometers underground. This is what they found. The year is 1200 BCE. The Bronze Age is the most advanced era in human history. Egypt rules Africa. The Hittites control Turkey. Mycenaean Greece builds palaces that won't be matched for 1,000 years. And connecting them all, a trade network. Copper from Cyprus, grain from Egypt, tin from Afghanistan. Everything flows. Everything works. Then the sky changed. Somewhere, we believe in Iceland or the Mediterranean, a volcano erupted. Not a normal eruption, a supervolcano-scale event. Sulfur dioxide shot into the stratosphere. It wrapped around the planet like a blanket and blocked the sun. Temperatures dropped across the entire eastern Mediterranean. Crops failed, not 1 year, not 2, year after year after year. Here's what made it unsurvivable. Bronze Age civilization wasn't just cities, it was a system. Egypt needed copper from Cyprus to make weapons. Cyprus needed Egyptian grain to feed its miners. Greece needed both to build its ships. Every civilization depended on every other. When the harvests failed, the whole chain snapped. Egypt had no grain to export. Cyprus had no food for its miners. Greece had no copper for its fleet. And with no fleet patrolling the Mediterranean, the sea peoples arrived. Waves of desperate, displaced people, armed, organized, starving. They didn't invade strong empires, they crashed into civilizations already dying on their knees. The Hittite Empire, erased. Ugarit, the greatest trading city of the ancient world, burned. A letter was found in its ruins. A scribe had written to the king of Cyprus, "Enemy ships, famine, we are finished." The letter was never sent. The city was never rebuilt. Mycenaean Greece fell so completely that Greeks living just 400 years later had no idea their own ancestors had built those palaces. They thought the ruins were made by giants. But here's what the history books skip. The collapse didn't end humanity, it reset it. The Phoenicians, who survived along the coast, took the complex Bronze Age writing systems used only by scribes and simplified them into 22 letters, the alphabet. For the first time, ordinary people could read. The rigid palace economies, where kings controlled everything, gave way to city-states, individual trade, new ideas, new politics. The Greeks built democracy on that foundation, then philosophy, then science. The Iron Age that replaced the Bronze Age was poorer, harder, more dangerous, but it was resilient in a way the Bronze Age never was, because it wasn't one fragile system, it was thousands of smaller ones. The democracy you live in, the alphabet you're reading these subtitles in, the philosophy that shaped your laws, your rights, your world, none of it exists without the Bronze Age collapse. The volcanic winter that broke civilization is the reason civilization survived. If this hit different, subscribe. We do exactly this every week. The hidden forces that secretly built your world. And drop a comment.